Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, don't think we have any guests today. How many of you have heard that phrase, don't count your chickens before they hatch? Right? Show of hands? Yeah. We think of that as kind of a metaphor, right? Maybe you've had a job interview, don't count on that job until they actually give you the contract. Or maybe you're selling something on Kijiji, don't count that item as sold until they show up and they give you the cash, right? It's this metaphor. But all these metaphors come from somewhere. Being a new chicken owner this year, I have now got some first-hand experience on where exactly that phrase comes from. So I've got this cute little flock of little cluckers. There's 12 little chickens, and they all started laying. Everyone's laying every day. And I've got this one particular chicken. We call her Big Bad Bertha because she is a big chicken and she's got big fat legs and she waddles around bossing all the chickens around. Well, one day I went out to the coop to collect my eggs. Big Bad Bertha wouldn't get out of the box. I went to take the egg. She got all ruffled up and angry at me and started pecking me. And I was like, oh, well, that's not like Bertha. She does that with the other chickens. She doesn't do that to me. My feelings were a little bit hurt, but I left her for the day and went back later in the day, and she's still in her box. Next day, she's still in her box. Hasn't even got out to eat or anything. So I phoned up one of my friends who's a chicken person, and I'm like, what's with Big Bad Bertha? She won't come out of her box. She's really mean. She said, oh, she's gone broody. I'm like, broody? What the heck is that? Like, does that mean she's going to be angry like this all the time? Because that's what happens when I'm broody. And he said, no, that means she's trying to hatch some eggs. She thinks she's going to hatch some eggs, so she'll stop laying, she'll get really cranky, and she won't come out of her box. He's like, but don't worry, if you've got a rooster, she's going to hatch those eggs. I'm like, well, I don't have a rooster because I like my neighbors. So she said, well, you can let her be that way, and eventually she'll come out of it, or you can buy some fertilized eggs. I'm like, you can buy fertilized eggs? I just go online, buy a dozen fertilized eggs. So I did. I went online and I'm like, oh, I'll take 2 of those and 2 of those and 2 of those. And I got all excited. I'm going to have a couple that lay green eggs and a couple that lay blue eggs and going to have a fluffy chicken. I started counting my chickens and they had not hatched yet. See where this is going? Anyways, chickens showed up in the mail the next day. They come Canada Express Post. So I open the front door and there's a little box of eggs there. So I go out to the barn and I put on the leather gloves because Bertha's really angry now. And I push Bertha out of the way. She's angry and she's pecking at my gloves, and I stuck those eggs into her, and all of a sudden she's like, oh, you gave me some eggs. And she wiggles her little bum and fluffs herself out and spreads her wings, and she's like, oh, yay, I've got some eggs to hatch. And she just looks so happy. And so I told the kids, like, 3 weeks, we're gonna have 8 little baby chicks, and they're all different. I got an assortment, marked it on my calendar. But a week and a half later, I'm like the kid who can't wait for Christmas Day. I just couldn't wait to find out how those eggs were doing. So I put on my gloves again and I pushed Bertha aside, and she had her usual spaz. There's only 4 eggs there. 4 eggs, no shells. She's totally enclosed, nothing could get in there. So of course, first thing I did is phone my husband. You took my fertilized eggs! Did you eat my fertilized eggs? I didn't touch your eggs. I have not been near your eggs, he says. Oh, sorry about that, but seemed like a likely explanation. So there's been no animals in there. Husband didn't take the eggs, so I called my friend again. I'm like, yeah, I swear I put like a dozen eggs under there, and now there's 4. Like, what's going on? Oh, well, if the food's not close enough, they won't leave their nests, so they get hungry and they eat the eggs. And then they eat the shells, because they need calcium to make more eggs. So Bertha had a little snack on my eggs. So now I'm down to 4 eggs. So I'm like, okay, I'm putting food right beside her, big bowl of food, big bowl of water. She doesn't have to worry about going hungry. Week and a half later, I'm like, it's day 21 today. It's baby chicken day. I'm all excited. Go up to the barn, put on my gloves. I'm like, can't hear anything. I'm just gonna put Bertha in the other room so I can like check on them. So she gets all upset again, and 2 eggs now. There's 2 eggs. I'm like, okay, there's still hope. But I'm like, but why are they not hatched? What's going on? So I pick one up and I listen. I'm like, I don't know, maybe you can hear a heartbeat or something. No sound. Just a little gentle shake. And feels like, I don't feel anything sloshing around. There has to be a chick in there. I'm like, well, what if I just like tap on the outside, maybe it'll get the idea that it needs to tap to get out. Maybe no one, like maybe it doesn't know. So I get it real close so I can hear it. I give it a little tap, and kaboom! Rotten eggs are under pressure.
Oh.
Rotten eggs explode when you tap on them. So I've got rotten egg on my hair, on my clothes, and I've got a pretty, like, I don't have a good sense of smell, so most things don't make me gag, but I'm going, and I can't stop it, right? So I'm start ripping off my clothes, like I'm ripping off my shirt and my pants, and I'm like standing there in my underwear, and it's still in my hair, and I'm still going, so I run into the house, I open the kitchen door, my kids are all sitting there eating their morning cereal. My teenage boy, his eyes get like this big, and he's like, Mom, why are you wearing your underwear outside? Like, what are you doing? And then my youngest is like, it smells so bad, and she starts crying. My eyes are running, and I stink, and I'm like, can't talk now. Straight for the shower, right? So, like, took me 2 showers. I finally stopped gagging. I finally got clean. I didn't go back to the other egg. I don't care. It's still there. It's sitting out in the barn. We're not playing Morse code with that chick. Like, it can just stay out there until it's done. Moral of the story here, though, is don't count your chickens before they hatch. And if you do, don't tap on them to see if they're okay. Just leave them be.